Take a look at the person next to you and say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every walk of life, every creed and color, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. I feel the love in the sanctuary. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Springfield. We're going to begin our service today with the song. Go to your blue book, page 10, Good Morning, World.
Good morning,
Thank you, Kay and Alyssa, for getting us started on the right foot. And now, let's take a moment in prayer, and we acknowledge lighting this Christ candle as a part of our connection to the greater unity movement. We connect and hold individual ministries in prayer each week. This week we hold all the ministries in the state of South Carolina in prayer. And let's extend our circle of prayer and blessing to the people of St. Louis, Bloomington, and London. St. Louis, Missouri, Bloomington, Indiana, London, Kentucky. They've been through a lot with the tornadoes. So we send our heartfelt blessings of love, support, of seeing them receiving what they need to move forward in their lives. And we give thanks. And so it is. Amen. I would now like to introduce our board president, Chris Smith, who will share with us the board minute and a half, we'll see.
Well, thank you for the leeway on the time, because we do have a lot going on here at Unity of Springfield. I want to update you on the board retreat. As a reminder, your board consists of myself as president, Alyssa as vice president, Carol as secretary, Ron as treasurer, and other members, Myra Taylor and Tim Hennebree, and alternate Tina Loafman. And Reverend Alden, of course, also serves on the board and led our discussions in the retreat. And so I would say the discussions, once again, we have really a great board in terms of interactions and participation. And I was especially pleased that new members Tim Hennebree and Tina Loafman were able to just jump in and join in with a lot of confidence, and were every much an equal part of the discussion. So that was really great. Our focus as we proceeded through the discussions reflected our mission and statement and our vision statement. Mission being, we recognize God is love, individualized in all people. Therefore, we provide a positive environment for spiritual growth that empowers all to be God's love in the world. And our vision of a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And you'll notice that in neither of those statements is there an emphasis in how many people we get seated on Sunday morning. And not that that's not a good thing, but especially as we reach out to younger people with Unity's message, we really saw this building as not Brigadoon, something that appears for 4 hours Sunday morning and then disappears until next week, but a building that's here 24/7 that we can leverage for all kinds of events that draw all kinds of people into our sphere, if not necessarily immediately here on Sunday morning, and that these other activities can be great avenues for sharing unity practices and beliefs. And with that in mind, some of the top things that we discussed doing in this coming year is having a conscious parenting class where we would invite parents from anywhere and everywhere to come to Unity for a conscious parenting class, and coupling that with a kid's story time, leveraging, of course, our wonderful youth ed facility next door, and encouraging attendance by parents, especially with young children, that would have trouble coming if they didn't have something for their children to do. Another thing is a metaphysical fair where we have all kinds of different metaphysical and health and other related activities in a fair here on our property. And the concept in doing these things is not just leveraging this building, but also leveraging outside talent and outside people to come in and help us, so that we're not overtaxing our strong but small congregation in getting these things done. So we'll be obviously talking more about that as those things begin to develop, but there are also a number of other things that we talked about, including musical events. It's very clear to us in discussions how integral music is in our congregational life, but also in our spiritual expression, and that it is another conduit to reaching people through music, and so we plan to have more music events. We also had a good deal of discussion about a trip to Unity Village, which is something this congregation had planned to do until the pandemic intervened, and I think there continues to be interest in that, and we'll continue to pursue that. And other activities, again, leveraging resources both within and outside our congregation and our building as we move forward. So really excited about the board and the work that we're undertaking, and that in support of our mission and vision, and with the support of this outstanding congregation. So a couple other notes to add. One, we've decided that while we will continue to lock the back door during services, we are going to cease locking the front door. So the front door will not be locked during service, and obviously we'll try to monitor any traffic that comes through after service has begun, but we're not locking that door. The other is in the area of this wonderful building is one of our air conditioners, which has served long and well and faithfully, is on its last legs, so we may have some additional expenditure in that area coming forward, hopefully before it gets too hot around here. So with that, I think I've exceeded my minute, but again, very excited about our upcoming year and getting the Unity message out to our population in the community and in the world where it is so desperately needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Wonderful report. And now we get on with the rest of the service with our platform chairperson, and here she comes, Linda Cantor.
Good morning. We are so glad that you are here with us today, and we extend a special welcome to those of you visiting for the first time. On your way in today, you should have received a welcome packet, and we also have a gift for you. Please see one of our greeters after today's service. Unity is a worldwide spiritual movement. We are an inclusive community, and we welcome everyone. Our announcements for today: Reiki treatments will be offered after the service in the chat room. Use the sign-up sheet located in the foyer, or ask any one of our Reiki practitioners, the people wearing orange lanyards, to receive a free 12 to 15-minute treatment. If you're number 1 and number 2 on the sign-up sheet, go directly to the chat room after the service to begin your treatment. Other participants, please continue to enjoy fellowship in Margaret Kane Hall until you are called by one of the practitioners. The 9 a.m. Spiritually Speaking class on Sundays is currently studying The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity by Catherine Ponder. Everyone is welcome to attend. Books are available from our bookstore. Please note that the Tuesday Zoom prayer service is discontinued until further notice. In the meantime, a link to the monthly Unity prayer service video will be provided in the weekly email updates. Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., Karen Kelly will lead the gathering meditation via Zoom, creating a sacred space for quiet, introspective meditation. Unity of Springfield supports 2 Pride Fest events this month. The first one was yesterday in downtown Springfield, where our church community walked in the morning parade and had a presence as a vendor and sponsor of the event. Unity will also have a booth at the Jacksonville Pride Fest on Saturday, May 31st. If you would like to help out, please contact Jen Miller. Join us Sunday, June 1st, to welcome Reverend Karen Lindvig as our guest speaker, Senior Minister of Unity of Seattle, Washington, and one of Reverend Alden's ministerial school classmates from the class of '84. We are planning another art show to run from mid-June to October. The show will kick off with an opening reception on Saturday, June 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. We hope you come out to support this ongoing fun event where we showcase our local talents, skills, and gifts. Emails are sent out weekly that have information on current happenings and how to join in events. To sign up for our emails, ask a greeter for a yellow card to fill out or visit our website to subscribe. Also, check out our website for up-to-date information at, all small letters, unityofspringfieldil.org. We would like to give thanks to all the volunteers who helped make Springfield Pride Fest a successful outreach event for our church. Plus, a special thank you to Sandy Shepard and Carol Strick for co-chairing and organizing our participation again this year.
In Pride Fest and help with that, stand right now or raise your hands if that's better. Yes, because thank you.
Sandy, you're a moving force there, and we appreciate you. Creating our lives and our world through the thoughts and beliefs we hold in mind is a spiritual principle we practice at Unity of Springfield. We also know this truth. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And our vision statement together. A world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And our mission statement. We recognize God is love, individualized in all people. Therefore, we provide a positive environment for spiritual growth that empowers all to be God's love in the world. And our youth and family ministry affirmation. Our youth and family ministry empowers the next generation with loving kindness and acceptance, creating a safe, sacred space for children, teens, and young adults to explore, discover, and experience spirituality. And Shelley Kaufman can't be here because her daughter's graduating today and she's got babysitting duties. So she asked me if I would please read for her. And our word for today, Sunday, May 18th, is cherish. I cherish opportunities to share the love of God. It isn't the practice of something that determines its value. It's how much it's cherished. It's not how something looks or what it costs that makes it beautiful. It's the love and wonder I feel that helps me cherish it. Just like the gifts I give, I imbue my relationships with love. I cherish those for whom I care deeply, and I want them to feel cherished by me. I hold the intention for love and connection that is at the heart of my every exchange. Just as I feel cherished as a divine being, I share the love of God through my kind and considerate acts. At the heart of every kindness I extend is the prayer that those I serve will feel cherished, not only by me, but by God. And from 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8, so deeply do we care for you that we are determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. And if you would join me in the affirmation, I cherish opportunities to share the love of God. Before we hear today's meditation and message from Reverend Alden, let us sing I Am the Thinker, page 16, Blue Songbook.
I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light, I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me what am I am beauty, I am joy, I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
Thank you, Gay and Alyssa. And thank you to Linda for your double duty today with the Daily Word and the announcements. Thank you so much. To Chris and Danny back in our booth running the slides and the video. And to Becky and Chris Zelli for being the greeters. Well, I see Chris Zelli anyway, and Ruth Biggers filling in there for Becky. And thank you to Chris Farashon, who prepares our slides. Welcome to everybody watching us on YouTube and Facebook. There's a few things I want to mention. That is the Greater Springfield Interfaith Association that we belong to. Let me know that there is a lunch today at the Hindu Temple in Chatham from 11 to 2. There's posters in the hall. If you want to get in on this lunch, head on down there. It's very much in support and prayerful strengthening of the Chatham situation there, Chatham Strong. Anyway, check out the posters if you're interested in that. Also, as you saw in a couple of Sundays from now, we're going to be having a guest speaker, and we've put up some flyers, these are small ones, around the church. These look a little different than the slide you saw, because what it says here is Reverends Jake and Elwood Reunion Show. And the title of Jake's talk, I'm not Jake, I'm Elwood, just to let you know who's whom, is there's a new pope in town. So if you want to help put the word on the street about the reunion show, one show only, here, Unity Springfield, 10 o'clock, June 1st. These are available in the lobby for you to take and distribute. And if you do that, let us know where you distributed them. We're going to try and organize our distribution of flyers a little bit. Well, let's take a moment now to allow ourselves to just relax, to go within our hearts, within that inner kingdom, in prayerful meditation. So close your eyes. Go within. And feel the flow of your breath. The rest of the time we breathe automatically. But in this moment, we're more aware of how our breath can direct the flow of our awareness. And so when we breathe in fully, and then in a most relaxed way, we will release the breath and let it go. And we allow our breath to guide us within. Breathing in the life and light and energy of spirit. The light, and energy of the entire universe. And when we breathe out, when we exhale, it's letting go. Letting go of any of the concerns about our lives or the lives of others. Letting go of worry. Letting go of fear. And through this process of conscious breathing, we are empowered from within. And the deeper we flow into meditation, we can easily then perceive the eternal light of divine love shining through our hearts. This is a warmth, a light, a glow, a radiance that is already there in each one of us. It's not something we have to create or invent. And if we're finding it difficult to sense this, we might just use the power of our imagination. And just to say to ourselves, if such a light was within me, how would I feel? How would it feel? To have this radiant glow of love, light, joy, this radiance of spirit shining from my heart. And the more we can do that, the more that we can feel our oneness with our true nature, our spiritual nature, this infinite power of spirit that has an infinite power of good and possibilities for all of humanity, for all of us. And this power, this energy, this feeling of love, of feeling loving and being loved in the same moment, of feeling this blessing and being a blessing in the same moment, is one that right now is pervading this room or wherever you're experiencing this meditation time. As we just sang, it has the power to change my life. As spiritual beings expressing in human form, we all have things we'd like to see improved, changed for the better. Well, the source of what can help facilitate the changes we'd like to see, it's right within us. And it is right now. Blessing, nurturing, expanding the outcome that we most need. It might be one that we have envisioned ourselves. It could be one we have yet to embrace and see. Perhaps something even better than we've thought of on our own. And so for the next few minutes, let us bask in the radiance of the light of God, the light of Spirit, and to feel and embrace our oneness with all creation. For a moment, in the silence. And from this consciousness of calm and peace and spiritual connection, we emerge from this time of meditation empowered with the feeling and the understanding that wherever we go in life, that God is within us, guiding us, empowering us, and moving us toward our good. And we are grateful for this opportunity we've had to have this experience of meditation, to feel our oneness with our spiritual nature, with God. And we give thanks in the name and through the power of the living Christ presence within us all. And so it is. Amen. Give you a moment to return. Well, my talk today is called Golden Retriever Consciousness. Intrigued? Curious? You want to know the name of that dog, don't you? Of course you do. That dog's name is Chief. And Chief was our resident dog at the church I served in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. It belonged to my administrative assistant, Timothy. And he was our emotional support animal. Anybody need any emotional support if Chief was there? You got to have some Chief, some golden retriever nourishment. And you know, golden retrievers have a very special job to do, and that is to remind us of our mission and our vision, right? To remind us about how important love is, you know? Because we recognize God as love, individualized in all people, and therefore we provide a positive environment for spiritual growth that empowers all to be God's love in the world. Well, what better way to learn about how to do that than hang out with a golden retriever? Now, this is our mission statement. I honestly don't remember the mission statement from Eau Claire, because that was a while ago, but it had something to do with this here. So, any of you ever had a golden retriever in your life? Anybody ever owned one? A lot of hands going up. Oh, look at this one here. Oh, this was our golden retriever. Tito. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Tito's bear. Mm-hmm. Tito was a sweet animal, really sweet. So, if we're going to get into the golden retriever consciousness, we need to have golden retrievers around us. Well, at least on the screen, okay? Oodles of golden retrievers. There's no animal quite as endearing as a golden retriever. It's the third most popular breed in the United States, behind the Labrador and German Shepherds, but it is definitely the #1 friendliest dog in the world. It's hard to find a golden retriever that's got a mean bone in its body. Now, I have found one once when I was delivering telephone books for a living. And I came across this golden retriever at somebody's house, and it ran me off their property. Well, there's always one, right? But if you own a golden retriever, ever owned one, you know that they are eternally what? Puppies. They could be 10 years old, and they're still, in their minds, just like these puppies, like they were when they were young. And they'll emotionally just connect with you. They'll follow you all around the house. They're so helpful. They just want to please everybody who's around. They want to be a blessing and to be of service to whoever, anybody. Doesn't matter who they are. And you know something about golden retrievers? They know when they've messed up. Mm-hmm. If you can't read what it says here, it says, I ate the baby Jesus from the Christmas nativity scene, not looking forward to the second coming. You know that look of, oh, don't discipline me, please. They know when they messed up, the head down, but you know, 5 seconds later, they're all happy again. Yeah. Now, there are other kinds of pets that may even physically have the fur of kind of a golden retriever, but have a totally different attitude toward life. Yeah, okay, you know who that is. So what about this golden retriever consciousness? What about this warmth and joy and love? How can we adopt that ourselves? How can we do about that? Well, This is a series of talks based on The Art of Abundance, 10 Rules for a Prosperous Life by Dennis Merritt Jones. And so he presents some things that kind of connect with this sense of a golden retriever and adopting that consciousness. And so we move on with being blessed. And oh boy, there's no animal in the world that is more of a blessing or wants to be blessed or bless you or slobber on you or whatever it is than a golden retriever. Mandy Hale said, be grateful for small things, big things, and everything in between. Count your blessings, not your problem. So when we get to this idea of being blessed, we have to look at a certain spiritual quality. And the one that can put us right into a state of abundance and prosperity, the quickest way to enter that state of consciousness is through gratitude. And that's the truth, pure and simple, about prosperity. If we learn one thing, it's about being grateful, gratitude. There's nothing frilly about it. There's nothing sophisticated about it. You don't have to go to my seminar to learn, right? You just flip on the gratitude switch, and suddenly you're starting to feel abundant. Gratitude, and just look around you. You don't have to look real far. But when we enter into this state of blessed, feeling grateful for being blessed, just for a moment, just touch your heart. Just hold your heart here. And I want you to just look at your body, okay? And just say to yourself, I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you, my vehicle of expression. My vehicle of expression. Now, in my case, I actually am a vehicle. Unless we've got any Fords, Buicks, or Toyotas out there. All right. Look at the air around you. Take in a breath and say, I am grateful for oxygen. Together, I'm grateful for oxygen. All 21%. All 21%. 21% oxygen in our air. Look at your clothes. And say, I am so grateful for you keeping me warm or cool. Together, I am so grateful for you keeping me warm or cool. Now, warm is if you're feeling a little chilly because, you know, that broken air conditioning system is just a little too cold here this morning. If you notice it's a tad warm in here, we're working on it. You heard, we're working on it. But about being cool, like, hey, look, I'm cool. Yeah? Okay. Now close your eyes and say, and feel blessed. I feel blessed. Together, I feel blessed. Huh? No one or no thing can take away that feeling of being blessed. Can't do that. And our writer says this, there is a difference between counting your blessings and knowing you are blessed. This is the power of perspective. Knowing you are blessed originates from your heart, with a simple awareness that you are blessed with the gift of life. Counting your blessings happens exponentially as you awaken to your oneness with the principle of abundance and see it manifesting in your daily life. So we need to spend some time getting our heads around this word blessed and blessing, and how to be a blessing, to receive blessings, and to feel as if we deserve the blessings that show up in our lives, that we're worthy of them. And that requires, first of all, being receptive to them, being open to them, being willing to receive them in the first place. And that's the hard part of abundance, is feeling that we're worthy of abundance. Many of us maybe gone through life thinking that, well, we only deserve like a very tightly defined amount of what we call abundance. And yet, if we just expand it a little bit, you know, if we decided to expand beyond our 53 Studebaker with the muffler hanging down to, well, let's see, I'm a car person. How about a nice 2001 Lexus, you name the number, yeah? Can we do that? Or a new car. Well, we're into cars. Everybody come here by car today? Yep. What, no bus? Bicycle? Okay. Transporter, Star Trek, Scotty didn't beam you here? Wouldn't that be fun? Take me to church. Boom. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Yeah. So the hard part is feeling that we deserve it, that we're worthy of it. And that's where we have to do some work inside of ourselves to try on that idea. He says further, depending on the context, to bless can mean to consecrate, dedicate, glorify, venerate, magnify, endow, confer on, give to, or have favor or grace upon. To be blessed can mean to receive, giving thanks for, to be grateful for, to show appreciation for, or to know and accept one's own good fortune. Yeah. So being blessed is a two-sided coin. We want to be blessed and to be a blessing, to give back to life. Before you can effectively bless anyone or anything else, you must be able to see and accept how blessed you already are. Only then can you pay it forward. And he says further, when you master the power of positive perspective, you'll realize that to be blessed and know you are blessed will enable you to become an authentic blessing to others, which in part is why you are here. That's why we're here, to be a blessing. How hard is that? Well, maybe harder than it sounds, because we have to shift our consciousness and shift our thinking. The biggest challenge we have, beyond just feeling worthy of the good in our lives, is that we obsess over a lot of stuff. We engage in overthinking. Maybe a little bit. Anybody just maybe a little bit? Yeah, oh yeah. Because when we drop out of feeling and drop out of being blessed, we're not a lot of good to anybody else, are we? We got to be practicing and representing and being in that consciousness of blessing and worthiness so that we can then kind of share that consciousness with other people who maybe are struggling with that or working with that. We read further. Being blessed is not something you have to earn. You already are abundantly blessed. The challenge is that those blessings will never be actualized as long as you are obsessing over what appears to be missing or wrong with your life. Overthinking, obsessing. How do we get out of that? Well, we work with it, don't we? But we come out the other end. Our friend Oprah, she says this, what you focus on expands. And when you focus on the goodness in your life, you create more of it. Opportunities, relationships, even money flowed my way when I learned to be grateful no matter what happened in my life. So to be a blessing, to be blessed, well, we got to start with ourselves, our consciousness, and adopt that golden retriever consciousness. Be blessed. Be of service. Be of service. It goes along with being blessed. When we feel blessed, we want to share with others, don't we? It's kind of a natural outcome of that. Wayne Dyer says this, when you're able to shift your inner awareness to how you can serve others, and when you make this the central focus of your life, you will then be in a position to know true miracles in your progress toward prosperity. Shifting our awareness towards serving others. That requires focusing less up here and more in here, more in the heart, of considering that maybe our part in life is to be of selfless service to others, to intentionally be a blessing. Now, some people have really mastered this, and you might know people like this who are just so giving, so of service, and genuinely are coming from the heart because you can feel it. For those of us that are working on it, this requires maybe a shift in how we view the world and how we view people. To see others in life, to see humanity, to see people from the soul level, from the heart level. Because that's what people who are very generous and giving of themselves, they see that in others. They see the Christ in others. They see the good in others. A native person says here, if only our eyes saw souls instead of bodies, how different our ideals of beauty would be. Seeing from the soul level. And so we have to shift away of seeing others as externalized human beings. Yes, we can appreciate the unique differences of each other. But to see deeper, beyond the ego, beyond whatever the external aspect of somebody happens to be. And to shift out of that ourselves, of not just seeing ourselves from an ego point of view, of looking at life as, oh, well, what's in it for me today, you know? To be more spiritually centered and heart-centered. We might ask ourselves, what can I do to be of service today? And when we do, we begin to extend the blessings that we feel to the world around us. Dennis Merritt Jones says this, there is no better way of initiating the flow of abundance in your life than through the act of serving others. To serve is to extend your essence, your energy to others in a manner that enriches and makes their lives better. Your intention or motivation in serving others sets the precedent for how that energy shall return to your, as we know it must. We don't have to look far to be a blessing, to be of service. There are so many places that are looking for volunteers to help out with one thing or another, right here in our own Unity of Springfield ministry out in the community. And whatever we do in a selfless way, it's sacred service. All service is sacred if you really think about it, when we give from the heart. And the opportunity to be of service can drop in your lap at any moment. You might not be looking for it. It just shows up. And it's not necessarily something grandiose or huge, right? It might be just little things. A small favor, a small assistance. Let me give you an example. What do you see up here? Huh? You see a couple of vehicles with their hoods open, okay? And you see these jumper cables going from one car to the other. How many of you have been in this situation before? Put two hands up if it's more than once. Put two hands up if it's been 10 times. Sure. All right. We've all been on the giving and receiving end of a jump start. And why is that? Well, there's some aspect of life that when you think about it, and there's no better example than this, well, there are others probably, but this is a great example of how life is a co-op. It's a cooperative adventure. We're here to serve others and others serve us, but maybe not at the same time, but as needed, as one can give help or be open to help. Remember, prosperity is having what you need most when you need it. And so in this case here, one of these cars needed a jump start. Which one needed the jump start and which one jump started the other? Okay, is it the red truck? Hands. Some hands. Right? Is it the tan car over here? Did that need the jump start? How many think it's that one? Uh-huh. All right. The true answer, the red one. Mhm. This car here is a car I possessed for a couple of years. It is a former Elkhart County, Indiana sheriff's vehicle owned by our son, Nathan. He didn't need it for a while. I drove it to work. It was fun driving a squad car to work. Got me through that Wisconsin winter, because you know these cop cars are made well. And here we were in the Aldi parking lot, and here was this guy. You just help out when you need to. Life's a co-op. Life's what? Well, prosperity is a flow, isn't it? It's not an accumulation. This is from last week's slide. I thought it was a good one. I put it up again. Because when we're in the flow, when we're consciously in the flow, we may be in the flow and just be unconscious of it, but when we're consciously in the flow, being of service, giving somebody a jump start or a lift or whatever it happens to be, it's just second nature to us. We just do it because we know it's not just the right thing to do, it's the only thing to do. It's our honor to help you out. To do otherwise, it's kind of hole up in our own little place, right? Holding on to all of our stuff, keeping to ourselves. If we do that, if we take that closed approach to life, where we dam off the river, what happens? There's no flow. It's just a big reservoir will develop. And eventually that reservoir will begin to attract a lot of pollutants and all kinds of things, maybe an algae bloom, things like that. It's a metaphor for what our lives most likely would become, somewhat impoverished, limited, at the very least, an unrealized life. When we don't flow with the natural rhythm of life, we stifle our abundance. Golden retrievers do not stifle their love, their joy, and their exuberance. Why is that? Because they can't help themselves. They're Goldens. So, as we approach our abundance, let's remember about being blessed and being of service. These are the rules 7 and 8. There's also an 8.1. Be a golden retriever. Lick somebody's face, and then lick your ice cream cone. Well, now we're going to sing one of my favorite songs in the red hymnal. It's number 212. It's all about unity and connecting. It is the song Weave. 212, red hymnal.
Weave,
Listen. We now have an opportunity to share of our love, of our treasure with our ministry. If you came here today with a donation, we have bowls in the back and front of the church to receive your offering. You can also donate electronically by going to our website, unityofspringfieldil.org. Find the donate link, and we have put an online link for those of you watching us on Facebook or YouTube right now. We also have texting to give through 217-335-4121. We also receive mail donations here at Unity of Springfield, and all you have to do is mail it to 417 East Cordelia, Springfield, Illinois, 62703. And now let us join together with our prosperity affirmation. What's called offertory blessing here. You know what we're talking about. So let us affirm this together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Amen. Let us now affirm together the prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now let us rise, join hands if you wish as we sing, and let's try to form a circle if we could as we sing, Let There Be Peace on Earth.